It is the last detour on the road to WrestleMania. And I believe this premium live event will kick off with one of the two Elimination Chamber matches. I was back and forth on which chamber match will start, but I'm going to put the women's Elimination Chamber match first because it is a contenders Elimination Chamber match. That featuring from Monday Night Raw, Asuka, Nikki Cross, and Carmella. From Friday Night SmackDown on Fox, you have Natalya, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez. Those 6 women will be inside the Elimination Chamber with the opportunity to face Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Of course, the Women's Royal Rumble match winner, Rhea Ripley. We will preview a little bit later. She teams along with Finn Balor against Edge and Beth Phoenix, but at WrestleMania in Hollywood, she takes on Charlotte Flair. So the EST, who of course knocked off Bayley and Becky Lynch this past Monday on Raw in a triple threat match, to not allow either of those two women inside this demonic, mean, 16 feet tall, 2-mile chain wide Elimination Chamber. I have always believed there are 2 winners in this match. I think there is a possibility that from Monday Night Raw, Asuka could win this match. Of course, she's had a little bit of a revamped gimmick since she returned at the Royal Rumble, now led under the creative control of Triple H. I also believe Raquel Rodriguez from SmackDown could win this match. I think Liv Morgan and Natalya will also have good showings, with Nikki Cross and Carmella kind of being extras in the match. When it comes down to it, I would love to see Raquel Rodriguez in this spot. I think she had a great SmackDown Women's Championship match with Ronda Rousey, not only this past December, but in June as well. I think she's a rising star in the industry. I don't think it makes any sense to put Liv Morgan in this match unless you want to turn Liv Morgan heel. Again, I think Natalya is just there for being in Montreal. I think she'll have a good showing, though I don't think she's necessarily WrestleMania main event material against Bianca Belair. As I mentioned earlier, I think you could really see Asuka in this Elimination Chamber winning it due to the fact of this revamped gimmick. Triple H seems to really want to push Asuka. So because of that, I do believe there is a good chance that Asuka does end up winning this. She is going to be my pick. I think she does go on, by the way, to win the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. I think the Raw Women's Championship needs a little bit of a fresh feud. Bianca's been a great champion for what will be a year in Dew's time at WrestleMania 39, but she has not had a lot of challengers to go to. Raquel Rodriguez, moving her over to Monday Night Raw, even though I think she's a stud, may be a mistake, because I think Rhea Ripley will be moving over to SmackDown. I think SmackDown outside of Rhea needs some reinforcements more than the Raw Women's division. And so I like Raquel. I don't think she's necessarily ready for this spot. I think it's a good chamber match. I'm picking Asuka to walk away victorious. The next match I think will be on this card will be the man that you hear the intro to every single Brand's World podcast. That is the Rated R Superstar Edge and his wife, WWE Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix, aka the Grid Couple, taking on Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. And of course, back in June, Edge invited Finn Balor to be a part of the Judgment Day, a group he created at WrestleMania when he turned heel against AJ Styles. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley on that night turned on Edge. Edge went back to his babyface ways, and ever since, the Judgment Day has grown stronger and stronger, including with the addition of one Dominic Mysterio. I know we all wish Dominic Mysterio was in this match so he could get his ass beat by the Grid Couple, but as I said, Edge and Finn Balor, who really, they say there is no leader in the Judgment Day. Well, let's be honest, Finn Balor is the leader of the Judgment Day. And I do think that this will eventually lead to potentially a Finn Balor versus Edge gimmick style match. It's been rumored to be a potential Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood to end this year-long feud. I do think the Judgment Day wins this match. I think Rhea Ripley delivers a riptide to Beth Phoenix. Similarly, the way that she did to Beth this past Monday night on Raw, I think it's a fun match. Dominic gets involved. Maybe even Rey Mysterio gets involved. I think it's an awesome, fun, compelling match. But at the end of the day, I do believe the Judgment Day walk out the winners of this match. Next match on the card, Brock, Bobby, 33. Say no more. We know their match at the January 2022 Royal Rumble, which was won by Bobby Lashley. However, due to interference on the part of the Tribal Chief, the undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns, we know match number 2 when Brock pinned Bobby's shoulders to the mat after Bobby walked in the Hurt Lock, which he has not used recently, by the way, on Lesnar. So we get the rematch here. I'm a little bit surprised it's not a stipulation. I would have loved a no holds barred or a false count anywhere like matchup between these two big bulls. But we waited for what felt like 20 years between Bobby Lashley, the Almighty, and the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, to go head to head. And now for the third time in about a year, these two will go at it. I do think Lashley may be able to put the Beast away. It seems like Lesnar has had the upper hand here during this iteration of the feud. The question I have, more than this match, because I think this match is kind of irrelevant. I think it's kind of a blow-off feud, if you will. What is Brock Lesnar going to do at WrestleMania 39? And what is Bobby Lashley going to do at WrestleMania 39? Because both of these men, as of right now, do not have legitimate great pathways to WrestleMania. There's a person in the men's Elimination Chamber match that I will get to in a second that does have a pathway to WrestleMania. These two men do not. And that's more of the story here. Does Lashley get involved in the United States Championship? Depending on what happens with that championship. Does Lesnar face a potential legend? It sounds like he's not going to face Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship, which would be a dream match. We've heard rumors of Stone Cold Steve Austin. We know The Rock is not coming. It sounds like John Cena and Theory, which we'll get to here in a second, have some sort of iteration set up for WrestleMania. So we will see on that. Again, I think Lashley is victorious. However, I do think this is a fantastic match, and I think it's possible Lesnar could win. Men's Elimination Chamber for the United States Championship, featuring the visionary Seth freaking Rollins, the United States Champion Austin Theory, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Montez Ford of the Street Profits, and my prediction, the winner and new United States Champion, Damian Priest of the Judgment Day. I think Theory and John Cena is on tap for WrestleMania. I do not think it will be for the United States Championship because I think Cena will beat Theory. I don't think Cena will be around full time. I think you got to give Cena his first win at WrestleMania since WrestleMania 33. I think Cena goes over clean here, and I don't think it's for the championship. I think Seth Rollins, we all have kind of figured, he will face Logan Paul. Does Logan Paul sneak into the Elimination Chamber? Very possible Logan Paul gets involved at the Chamber in Montreal and puts down Seth Rollins and costs Seth Rollins the United States Championship. Bronson Reed, I think he's a phenomenal talent. Great story. Do not see him being champion. Montez Ford is an interesting choice. If WWE wants to test the waters here, which I think they're doing within the Chamber match itself, test the waters between a Ford and Dawkins potential breakup, I think Montez Ford is a future United States champion. I do not see him winning the championship here. Johnny Gargano, as great of a wrestler as he was in NXT, he has no momentum right now on the main roster of WWE, and that's even with Triple H booking him. And if Rhea Ripley does become the SmackDown Women's Champion of WrestleMania 39, I think Damian Priest, who is a former United States champion, but not under this gimmick. Of course, he was under some weird gimmick where he would get mad and go crazy last year. Didn't even make the card. Remember, he lost the championship to Bobby Lashley. I believe this year Damian Priest walks into WrestleMania 39 United States champion. And finally, our main event. The match that I've told you about on multiple occasions, I wish WWE saved till WrestleMania 39. Roman Reigns, the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the man that's been champion for almost 900 days, facing Montreal's own Sami Zayn. Now, the general consensus here is Jey Uso's going to come out and screw Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens is going to help Sami. It's going to be Kevin and Sami versus the Usos. and I've already displayed my displeasure for that. I do not want Sami Zayn going after the tag team championships because I feel like there's no end game. And Sami Zayn, respect to Cody Rhodes, respect to the American Nightmare, he won the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble match. However, he is not the hottest babyface in WWE right now. He is not the man that should take down the Tribal Chief. That person should be either Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, or Sami Zayn. All three of those have legitimate ties to the Tribal Chief. I've been saying it over the last month. As much as I want my guy, the Red of Superstar Edge, or John Cena, or Brock Lesnar to potentially do it, I think we are down to the final three guys, which is, again, Sami, Seth Rollins, or Jey Uso. Of course, we've seen the iterations with Sami and Jey Uso. There's speculation out there Jey and Jimmy may not be allowed into Canada due to their recent arrests, especially Jimmy. So the question becomes, does Sami Zayn have a legitimate chance? And WWE has been propping Sami Zayn up with his interactions with Paul Heyman. Cody Rhodes acknowledged Sami Zayn in a great segment this past Monday Night on Raw. And again, Cody gets good reactions. Cody Rhodes is one of the most popular wrestlers in WWE. Great for him to move to AEW, build an alternative to WWE, come back home from former AEW EVP to undisputed Universal Champion, taking the championships off of Roman Reigns. The media narratives write themselves. But this is Emmy-worthy, as great WWE announcer Michael Cole has said. This is fantastic. This is storytelling. This is investing. Everybody wants to see what happens with the bloodline. And yet it doesn't even feel like WrestleMania 39 is the end of the story. It just feels like there's more. There's more. There's more. Could that be the case, though, if Roman Reigns does lose the Undisputed Championship at WrestleMania? Maybe he does take a vacation. Maybe there is no more bloodline. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. But I believe there is a possibility this gets turned into a triple threat match. Sami Zayn is so white hot right now. Sami Zayn somehow gets screwed. Cody Rhodes wants Sami in. You get Sami, Cody. You can somehow find a way to split up the belts. I don't know how you do it. Maybe you make two falls. The first fall you say is exclusively for the WWE Championship. The second fall is exclusively for the Universal Championship. Cody Rhodes pins Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns pins Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns is still Universal Champion. Cody Rhodes is WWE Champion. Maybe that is the way you do it, and then you sort of work towards a Roman Cody SummerSlam Survivor Series, WrestleMania 40, whatever match you want to do with that. Obviously, y'all know I'm disappointed we did not get The Rock, and we did not get Reigns versus The Rock. That's a match I really, really wanted. But I think there's a real possibility here. We have more questions than answers, just like we did at Fastlane 2021. When everybody thought it was going to be Roman Reigns versus Edge for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania 37, Daniel Bryan was inserted, made it a triple threat. Does Sami Zayn become the Daniel Bryan in this scenario? And that is the question. I hope it happens, but right now I'm going to play it safe. Roman Reigns makes Sami Zayn pass out with the guillotine. Roman retains the Undisputed Championship. They do not let go. The Usos and Sikoa and the whole gang attack Sami. Kevin Owens comes out to help him. The plan stays as it is. Kevin and Sami versus the Usos for the Undisputed Tag Team titles at WrestleMania 39, while Roman faces Cody alone on night 2 in a single encounter. Again, I think it's a mistake, but I do believe that's what's going to happen. Recap. Asuka wins the Women's Elimination Chamber. Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley defeat Edge and Beth Phoenix. Bobby Lashley defeats Brock Lesnar. Damian Priest wins the Men's Elimination Chamber, wins the United States Championship. Roman Reigns retains the Undisputed Championship against Sami Zayn. Cody Rhodes does not get involved. It is not a triple threat match at WrestleMania 39. It's still a singles match. Reigns, Rhodes, night 2.